Don't make the same mistake I did, please! You see, Bernard the Ginger Sculptor, he does a very cool thing. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you can exile it and make a 1/1 food token copy of it, and that's very, very good. And so you sit there and you think, you know what, I'm making foods, right? So Academy Manufacturers should be good. But the whole time I've had this in the deck, I was thinking something isn't right here. What am I missing? At first, I thought maybe the food token part is weird, because it says if you would create a clue, food, or treasure token, instead create one of each. And the thing is like food tokens are very specific in the language of Magic. Whenever something says create a food token, it is this, right? It's not always in the reminder text, but if you see create a food token, this is the thing that you make. And in my brain, I was like, does this work? Because Bernard doesn't make a food token, he makes a token that is also a food, so does it do what it's supposed to? But it turns out, actually, it is considered a food token. For anything that cares about you making a food token, Bernard does make a food token, but there is still an issue. And that is that Academy Manufacturer's effect is not additional in the way that you're probably thinking. Logically, you're looking at this and saying, oh, if I make a food, I'm going to also make a treasure and a clue. But what Academy Manufacturer actually does is it says, oh, you're making a food? How about instead of that food, you make a clue, a food, and a treasure? And it's using the baseline language of those tokens. So if I have out summon Bahamut and Bahamut dies in my Bernard deck, and I go to make a token copy of Bahamut, Academy Manufacturer is going to see that token being created and say, oh, nice, a Bahamut food token. How about, instead of a Bahamut food token, I give you a clue, a food, and a treasure token. Completely replacing the original food token that we were going to make within the confines of the rules. So if you are in a Bernard deck and you're not making like other foods in other ways, like this is your main way of making them, take Academy Manufacturer out of your deck. It just makes it a little bit worse.